Hi, this is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. The focus for us today is on the principle of anger resolution. How do we overcome hurts and irritations on a daily basis? Now, this happens when we focus not so much on the hurt itself, but we need to proactively keep our eyes on being a peacemaker. Being a peacemaker is the preventive measure from allowing the hurts and irritation to overcome us. Now, the character quality in focus to helping us in becoming a peacemaker is the character quality of deference. Deference is defined as limiting my freedom so I do not offend the taste of those around me. So how do we practice deference on a practical level? We ought to have the mindset that demonstrating a spirit of deference requires that peace is actively created. Now, peace is often a misunderstood word because it brings with it the connotation of passivity. Peace, in the truest sense of the word, is a very active phrase. Peace is something to be fought for. Peace is something which requires effort. It must be intentionally created and not passively compromised. Let me go through with you 3 practical steps on how you can become a peacemaker and take preventive measures before anger becomes an issue. Step number 1 is to be alert to notice others. People do not care how much you know till they know how much you care. Do realize that your colleagues, your family members, and those around you, they are more than just people whom you can turn to get what you want. They have a life, they have interests, they have hobbies, and they have struggles, and they have problems. So whenever you talk to a colleague, do understand that they are more than just a dot on the organization chart. They may have certain family issues. Their underperformance in their work could be a symptom of financial problems at home. So when you do have an opportunity to converse with someone today, do take the extra step in asking them how they are instead of just saying hi and bye. Who knows, there could be an opportunity for you to bring peace to the situation. Step number 2 in becoming a peacemaker is to distinguish matters of preferences. Do not jump to hasty conclusions about what others are thinking, but do take into effect what are other people's preference. What is it that other people may like or dislike? Remember that not all issues are worth dying for. So do distinguish between what is a preference and what are matters of principle. Do what will benefit others and put them in a position to succeed. Your role should be to overlook matters of preference, practice tolerance, and practice patience, and find ways to honor other people's talents, tastes, and interests. But when it comes to matter of preferences, that's when you may need to learn how to be more flexible. But if it's a matter of principle, then you need to boldly state your case. But like I said earlier, most of the time it is just matter of preferences. And if you keep the big picture view, it might be for the benefit of the team is if you learn how to yield instead of being stubborn and thick-headed. Step number 3 in becoming a peacemaker is seek to resolve and not retreat. When you encounter conflict, base your response on the principle of good character and be willing to face the issues head on. Peace is not sought if you sweep it under the carpet. Peace is not sought if you choose to avoid someone. And Confrontation might be difficult, but if confrontation take place on the principle of a bigger vision, if confrontation take place on the principle of what is good for the team, then it is to your benefit that you speak to someone to resolve the issue rather than to avoid it, because the longer the issue is left to fester, it is only inviting a flare of anger in some moments not far away. So seek to resolve and not retreat. So there you go. What does it mean to practice deference? There are 3 practical steps that we could take. Number 1 is to be alert to notice others. Go beyond the hi and the bye and stop. Ask questions. Be sensitive to other people's needs and see how you can bring about peace. Secondly, distinguish matters of preference. Not everything is worth fighting for. You may want to yield matters of personal preference in the light of a bigger team goal. And number 3, seek to resolve, not retreat. Now, this is a leadership trait that not many people have, because our first response when faced with disagreement is to hide and to avoid. So it takes a leader with courage to resolve and to make peace rather than just let things happen. So how do we overcome hurts and irritation? We have gone through 3 steps on how to be a peacemaker. This is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com.